So you're not at all worried for the
I
future?
mean, I am a little bit. I'm not worried.
Especially as a
I guess I'm
sci-fi
such a-
writer, I thought your imagination, you should know exactly what's going to happen in 10, 20 years. You're literally writing what's going to happen, surely.
If we make, I'm worried if we make AI in the way that we have written stories about it, because I think then inevitably, potentially, it will lead to bad things. But I don't know if it has to. I guess I like the excitement and the possibility of it. I don't know if it has to be awful, but humans are programming it, so at some point one wonders if it will,
Yeah.
But I think also from a creativity point of view, there's also so much ethics to be involved now. What I really like about Imka's project and what we were doing was how transparent we were. So that script is, we're very open about it. This was written with AI and it was a collaboration. So here I have a version and it has the text in, I think, in red that's written by the AI. The text in black is written by me. So it's very open and honest about it. The thing that I think a lot of people are quite concerned about at the moment, rightly so, is the sort of ethics behind some of the more the visual side of this. So Midjourney and DALL-E, and kind of the sort of use of other people's work online. So that mining of visual data that's coming back, and people are saying, well, that's from my work, but I haven't been credited for this.
But that's interesting because that's the exact same way that the text-based stuff was taught.
Yeah.
But it's harder to claim ownership over a style of writing, maybe, compared to a style of illustration or imagery, yeah.
Well, I think there are lawyers who will have a conversation about that. But I think, it is at the moment that mimicking. And what it's doing, to some extent, is not that different from how humans learn.
I was about to say the same thing, yeah.
Right, we learn through mimicking the things that we like.
And we all have a life full of references that we use when we create art.
It's just that is at such a grand scale, and I guess maybe because the humans aren't as involved in certain ways, that it becomes quite problematic. I'm not sure. This is the stuff I find really fascinating at the moment. I'm loving this. I'm really enjoying the kind of proliferation of all of this information and all these different algorithmic generators, and thinking about that idea of like, is this artificial intelligence? Is this actually intelligence? What does intelligence mean? I had a great conversation last week around, I'm going to get this wrong, crystal and fluid intelligence from a psychological point of view and what that might mean. So this idea of intelligence that can kind of put random things together and make patterns, intelligence that can like learn things. So the difference between like that sort of IQ test type information and whatnot. And I'm sorry for everyone out there who's now going, but there are, in those terms, these algorithmic generators are intelligent, but then I feel like we always bring some level of consciousness or self-awareness or agency into that mix, especially when we're thinking about science fiction. I'm going to pull it back to sci-fi, because awareness and agency is that defining thing that we start to feel with the characters that aren't human, that are post-human, that we see as more becoming human or human-like. Whether through expression of story or emotional awareness. And there's a whole interesting problematic thing there, especially around neurodivergence, which I've been doing some research with Dr. Rachel Mosley here. He's a principal academic in psychology. We did a theatre piece, like a bit of interactive theatre in November, funded by the ESRC, to look at autism.
What's the ESRC? Sorry, the
Economic and Social Sciences Research Council, I think. Yeah, sorry. Do call me on all of these.
Lots of acronyms in the world of research, isn't there?
So many.